But before we get started, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Birds are among the most interesting and widely admired animals on the planet, providing millions of people around the world with an unprecedented natural experience. Most birds are among the least dangerous species to humans on the planet. However, in some species, avian adaptations such as sharp bills, sturdy legs, territorial insects, or the ability to fly result in a warbird of unrivaled ferocity. Here are 15 of such dangerous birds on the planet. 15. Seagulls. You would think that the least a seagull might do is steal your lunch or ruin your parade, but these beachgoers have a dark side hidden underneath their feathers, and you'll notice it if you happen to come across their nest. If seagulls believe their chicks are in danger, they will strike with a vengeance and nibble your brains out, or do the next best thing anyway. 14. Falcon. Falcons, the so-called bird of prey, stomp on small rodents and fish, and pierce their flesh with razor-sharp talons. They can even rip through the spinal cords with their uniquely sharp beaks. They are hunting machines, with characteristics that help in self-sustenance, like feathery Swiss Army knives. Although they can be trained to hunt for humans, they also have the ability to cause severe harm, even at a young age. 13. Bluecapped Efreda. Although this bird eats nothing larger than an insect, it has a developed self-defense mechanism that protects it from being seriously messed with. This bird feeds on a certain type of beetle, which produces batrachotoxins, similar to that of a poison dart song. So handling this bird with bare hands will result in numbness and toxins. Who would have guessed that such a lovely bird could be so dangerous to your health? 12. Little Sherike Thrush. This bird, like the previous one, is equipped with the same lethal toxin found in poison dart frogs. The little Sherike thrush has its habitat in Indonesian, Australian, and Papua New Guinean tropical and subtropical forests. This bird is olive in color and always well camouflaged in the forest, but it emits a distinct musical noise, similar to that of a siren, but not as carnage intent. 11. RedTailed Hawk. The red-tailed hawk is considered one of North America's largest and most well-known hawks. It is the most common buteo, or an open country hawk, and can be seen in farmland, native prairie, highway margins, parks, and at the edges of lightly wooded habitats. Red-tailed hawks have a wingspan of nearly 5 feet and weigh between 3 and 4.4 pounds. The nest is built in a tree near open areas and fiercely guarded. When the nest is constructed in a human-populated area, the hawk can perceive humans as a threat and attempt to push them out of its territory. Attacks are typically characterized by fast lurches and raking with massive talons. Several people were targeted by a territorial individual in Connecticut during the 2010 hawk nesting season. Several victims were hit on the head and hospitalized, forcing school sports classes to be relocated indoors. 10. Snowy Owl. The snowy owl, the massive white bird featured in the Harry Potter series, is the world's most northern bird of prey. Snowy owls reside on the tundra near the Arctic Circle and can withstand temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit. The birds are over 18 inches tall and have a wingspan of more than 4 feet. They can weigh more than 6 pounds. When traveling through the Arctic tundra, keep an eye out for obvious areas of unmelted snow on the vastness of ground-covered vegetation. The oak pick nest site can be approached closely without causing alarm. However, if a threat is detected, the patch of snow can come to life as the snowy owl rushes to confront the intruder. If the threat is a human, its razor-sharp talons can be used to attack the face and head. Serious injuries, especially to the eyes, are very much possible. Bending over and covering one's face is necessary, as is a quick retreat. Number 9. Lamborghire. Lamborghire is a German word that means lamb vulture. The most predatory vulture species is thought to feed on lambs, but lambs are unlikely to be attacked unless they are ill or injured. This bird's predilection for hard food items that involve aerial dropping makes it extremely dangerous. Lamborghires have evolved to prefer the soft marrow inside bones that remains after other vultures have discarded the carcass. The bird lifts the bones into the air and throws them to break on the rocks below to gain access to the marrow. This is a clear danger to any humans in the region. Tortoises are considered suitable bone substitutes by lammergeiers and are treated similarly. Aesculus The Greek playwright is said to be killed when a tortoise fell from the sky, possibly dropped by a Lamborghire. Number 8. Barred Owl. The barred owl is a fuzzy, medium-sized bird of prey, indigenous to swamp forests in the southern areas of the USA. Wingspans can exceed 4 feet, and weights vary from 2.5 to more than 3 pounds. Barred owls hunt small mammals and have recently extended their range north and west as far as British Columbia. Hiking in woods inhabited by barred owls is alarming for hikers in the Pacific Northwest. Since advanced feathers deaden the owl's swooping flight, victims do not hear it approaching. The birds use their razor-sharp talons to claw, bite, and squeeze the head. Bloody head injuries are possible. Since 2001, owl attacks have targeted parks in British Columbia, and 4 Texas people were killed in a series of owl attacks in 2007. Hard hats are an effective form of protection from them. 7. Great Northern Loon. The 5 kinds of gaviformes, also known as loons, are among the most primitive avian organisms on the planet. Dating back to the earliest phases of bird evolution, loons live near lakes in northern Eurasia and North America's boreal forest, temperature forests, and Arctic tundra ecosystems. Loons migrate south for a short way during the winter to spread the season in remote areas in the northern hemisphere. The razor-sharp pointed bills of these 8 to 12-pound birds are used to spear their fish prey. Loon numbers have declined as a result of lake contamination, leading avian scientists to attach bands to the birds' legs to monitor their movements. An ornithologist was confused for a predator by a loon he was banding in one terrible event. The defensive bird slashed its sharpened bill dagger style through the scientist's ribcage and his heart, killing him instantly. 6. Mute Swan. The mute swan is one of the largest waterfowls in the world, as well as one of its most violent and territorial species. The birds are indigenous to Eurasia, but have spread to several other parts of the world, most notably North America. Mute swans, unlike many other swan species, live in community lakes, park ponds, and other areas frequented by humans, and they fiercely protect their nest from possible predators. When an individual approaches the lakeshore nest, this 26-pound bird will hiss and charges. The swan attacks its enemy with muscular wings. They can reach more than 7 feet. It keeps pecking and shoveling before the threat is neutralized. Serious injuries, such as bruises, broken bones, and eye injuries are possible. In one tragic event, a land caretaker drowned after being forced out of a kayak by mute swans, which had been established by his own company in a lakeside community. Number 5. European Herring Gull. Colonially nesting gulls, particularly larger species like the European herring gull, may be violent to potential intruders. Rising waste levels and consistent food availability in cities have enabled gulls to settle in these new environments, resulting in increased conflict with humans. The birds violently snatch food from humans, potentially injuring them with their huge, razor-like bills. Once, a gull injured a boy with cuts in his face after it stole his sausage. 4. Australian Magpie. This bird is a southern relative of ravens and crows, as well as a member of the butcher bird group. This species' feeding habits are relatively harmless, since it primarily feeds on ground-dwelling invertebrates. However, the territorial nature of this massive songbird, which has a wingspan of nearly 3 feet, places it among the most aggressive avian species on Earth. During their 6-week breeding season, the birds descend in pairs, attacking invaders wherever they may be most vulnerable. For humans, this means that the face and head are often targeted. Eye injuries, severe flesh wounds, and head injuries have all been recorded. 3. Pitohui. This was the first of 3 poisonous birds found to have a deadly toxin in their skin and feathers. Because this bird is inedible, Papua New Guineans refer to this as a rubbish bird. Well, almost. If desperation hits, as if there was little left to eat nearby, the bird could be eaten if the skin and feathers were separated and the skin roasted in charcoal. However, your best bet is to simply make a note that this species is just not suitable for snacking. 2. Ostrich. These birds are the largest in the world, reaching heights of 9 feet and weighing up to 350 pounds, and are highly unpredictable. They can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour for up to 10 miles and have legs strong enough to push a hyena to death. Not only that, but it has a pair of razor-sharp claws. You'd probably think these creatures were just oblong monsters if it wasn't for their silly faces and sheepish tendencies, the whole sticking their heads in holes in the ground thing. Number 1. Southern Cassowary. This bird is regarded as the most violent in the world, with a criminal record worthy, at least in the human kingdom, of the death penalty. This bird is native to New Guinea. Do not go there just for the birds. And it has a 5-inch long, sharp claw connected to its second claw that can kill a man. Their legs are ridiculously strong, capable of violently kicking humans and dogs, and running at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. Australian and American troops in New Guinea were warned to avoid them during World War II. So should you. You've just watched 15 most dangerous birds on the planet. We hope you liked the video. Don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing and exciting videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.